In short, the reason that the average person cannot afford a home is because the math ain't mathing, baby. How do you expect the average person making about maybe $50,000 a year to afford the average home price of $350,000? Okay, somebody ain't doing the math right. These people need to be in jail. Okay, and it's really the low and middle income buyers that are getting hit the worst. Like those who make $75,000 or less. Because do you know 5 years ago, if you made $75,000, you can afford half the homes that were available. Now, not so much. So let's talk about millennials. Simply because millennials, they make up the most populated generation right now. It's about 72 million millennials. Baby, it ain't 72 million homes out here. It ain't enough homes for that. Millennials is really going through it. I know other generations are going through it as well, but millennials have built less wealth than previous generations. They hitting milestones a little later in life, like getting married and just starting a family. Some of them staying at home a lot longer. It's rough out here. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about the housing headaches that are right now. Okay, right, the higher interest rates. And I know you may talk to somebody from back in the day, they be like, oh, well, when I bought my house, it was 16% interest rate. Baby, your house was probably $100,000. Okay, these people have to deal with the fact that these higher interest rates, as well as the home's price, is so high. It's wild out here. Okay, also the cost of rent. These people need to be in jail. These people, because how do you expect someone to save for a house when half or more of their income is going towards paying these high rent prices? Like, let's be for real. Also, inflation, because the income is not incoming enough to keep up with the rising rate of inflation. Okay, and another thing that millennials have to deal with, so these boomers, baby, they staying in these homes a lot longer. And I get it, because a lot of boomers, they have house with a little yard. So it's like, why would you give that up to move to somewhere else that ain't hitting on what you already got? But at the same time, I'm like, baby, it's somebody else turning that house. Like, no, I'm playing. But another thing about boomers as well, when they do decide to leave, most of the time they are downsizing. So they're like competing with the millennials that are in the housing market, and they probably got a one up on these millennials. Okay, and it just seems like those who are able to afford a home right now, they may have help from outside sources like family, friends. They may have secured a high paying job, and it's not as steep for them to be able to afford a house. And these are the ones who pretty much, despite the challenges that are within the housing industry right now, they're coming on top. And those who are like willing to buckle down, put in the hard work, and have patience, those seem to be the ones that's winning when it comes to purchasing a home. So I would definitely say, don't be discouraged when it comes to being able to get a home. There are ways out there, and I would definitely say you can do it. If this is something that you really want to do, you can do it. Check my comments, check the comments, check the description, and see how you can connect with me, because I'm just here to be a resource. I'm here to really help you on your journey. And people. And it ain't enough homes for that. It just ain't enough homes. It's the math is not. Listen, y'all trying to end my video. In short, the reason that the average home, how y'all expect them to pay $350,000 for these? Dang, you must. Oh yeah. I appreciate that, David.
There you go.
I'm doing a run through.